Hey everyone, today we actually get to the creation account in Genesis 1. In the beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth was complete chaos, and darkness covered the face of the deep, while the Spirit of God swept over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. And then jumping down a few days later, God saw everything he had made, and indeed it was very good. And there was evening, there was morning, the sixth day. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all their multitude. On the sixth day, God finished the work that he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all the work that he had done. So God blessed the seventh day and hallowed it, because on it God rested from all the work he had done in creation. So here's a drawing that kind of illustrates, you can see that, the creation is depicted in Genesis 1. Which is not actually how the universe looks. We're kind of talking about Genesis 1 and science here, right? Asking, should God speak to ancient people in modern ways or in ancient ways, right? We need to read the Bible for what it is, not what we expect it to be. So we know that there's not actually a bowl in the sky, the firmament as it's sometimes called. We know the sky is not blue because it's suspended water. We also know that it's technically impossible for light to exist without a light source, right? It's not till later that God creates the sun out of the light. And we know that the moon is not a source of light, it just reflects the sun. And how could you have a day before there's a sun for it? Now, I say all this not to, again, take away our faith in the Bible, but to show that it makes sense that ancient people would understand the Bible in this way. And God let these people tell the story in a way that made sense in their time and their place. We're not debating whether it's inspired, we're defining what inspiration looks like. Now, generally speaking, you can argue that the progression of the creation of things in Genesis 1 follows the way that modern science would say things probably developed, but that's not the point. Genesis does not have a scientific purpose. Its purpose is theological, to say something about who our Creator is. And how does Genesis 1 describe God? It's the God of order, right? It brings order out of chaos. God is powerful. With a word, God creates. There is no rival to God, unlike the creation story we heard yesterday. This is a God who is concerned with goodness and makes it so. And then we see at the end of this story, this very good God enjoys his very good creation. That's why God rests on the seventh day. It's not that God is tired, although you would think that creating all of the universe would give you an excuse, but this is a picture of God at peace with creation. It doesn't say on the seventh day God went back to edit because some things were not just exactly how he wanted them, like we would probably do if we were creating things. God can rest in the goodness of God's creation. In fact, in the ancient worldview, creation here is seen as a temple. And so in the end, God is taking his place in the throne. And a temple in the ancient world always had an image of that God. So where's the image? Well, that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow.